Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Michael Cherokee. For those of you who are just tuning in, it's your first time watching my video. I'm a preventive specialist. What I do is shoot for the Jane and John Doe. I help those who don't have all the knowledge base necessary in order to lose weight properly, get off medical conditions. But I'm also been featuring a Follow My Progress video. And what I'm going to be talking about today, after going over a week 12 update, I'll also be going over some troubling times that I've actually had to go through, and I believe it might help all of you out that have actually experienced some of the same things that might help you on your journey. Stay tuned. All right, welcome to leg day. Rule number one, never skip leg day. All right, we're gonna get this workout started. Here we go. All right, knocking legs out. Got squats done, 6 sets, 10 reps apiece. Went on to hack squat. Got 5 sets in there. Now I'm going to leg press. That'll be 6 sets, 20 repetitions. Maximum capacity at 20 repetitions. Weight loss, bodybuilding, body transformation, you got to do leg day. Don't ever skip leg day. Great advice I can give you. One of the best fat burning agents during your program you can imagine. So at this point, after finishing the 6 sets, 20 repetitions of the leg press, I moved on to the walking weighted lunges, supersetted with leg extensions, toes out, so I can get concentration on my inner quads. All right. Also, moving on to lying leg curl with sissy squats. 5 sets, superset, 12 repetitions. Here we go. Okay, so it's Saturday, it's active rest day. Usually I cut the yard today, but there was just more sun this week than there was rain. Grass just did not grow. So I don't want to waste the lawnmower just because I want to get some activity today, but I'm gonna go ahead and just go for a walk for maybe about an hour or so. And then I gotta go grocery shopping to pick up some food so I can start some meal prepping. And I've actually started incorporating a little bit of the treadmill this week, about 3 days a week. I'm doing about 25 minutes. I think at this point in the game, it's important that I step it up a little bit with trying to incorporate more steps in my routine. But I actually dropped 4 pounds over the last week and a half, so definitely an indication that I needed to make another adjustment. I'll be right back. All right, so been walking now for about 40 minutes. Probably gonna do at least another 20-25 minutes. I don't know, I just like kind of switching things up in the neighborhood. I'll go down different paths and I'll go down different streets. That way I get to change the scenery, kind of check out other neighborhoods. But you know, a great topic I was just thinking about on this walk is about consistency and why it's so important that you stay consistent in your program. So every week you're seeing results. You know, and I get it. There's going to be times where you get to a week and you feel like you've not lost any weight, or the scale's not saying anything, or, you know, you get a lot of temptation thrown at you. You can't let it, you know, bother you. You know, if you got goals, try to focus on them, and, you know, focus on one thing at a time. I think a common mistake that a lot of people make is that they always try to put all of their goals in the pot at one time and then try to work on them, and it just never works. You know, multitasking is not exactly the best form or way about approaching things. It's best to kind of work on one thing at a time. It's just like entering a house. If you're going to clean, you know, try to clean one room at a time. You know, if you happen to walk by another room and see something on the way to the trash can, pick it up, but then no, double back, get to that room, work one section at a time. That way it's efficient. Step back from time to time, just like in your program. Look at your results, you know, look at your physique, take pictures, you know, do what you need to do, then step back. You ever like leave a room after you clean it? It's like, oh, it looks good, it's all right, you know, but maybe not perfect. And then you come back and take a double look at it, and it's like, wow, it really is clean in here, you know, because you get more and more detailed the more and more you focus on something. That's the way our human brains work. The more and more you focus on something, the more and more attention you'll put on it. And before you know it, you've got so much attention and invested into the program and whatever you're doing that it just comes out easy in the end. All right, I'm gonna finish this walk. I'll be right back with you. All right, welcome back. Okay, so, you know, there is always going to be stuff in your life that is going to throw curveballs at you. There are going to be times when you are going to be challenged. You know, you're going to be dealt with a loss in the family. You're going to be dealt with a loss in a relationship. And what I wanted to kind of express today is to talk a little bit about some of the things that I've had to experience, such as a loss. I lost my father late last year in November. He was cancer. He was up there in age as well. However, you know, he fought really, really hard. And unfortunately, I didn't get home in time before he passed away. I had to learn about it over the phone. So that bothered me a little bit, but I was able to get there and spend some time with my mom, and a lot of family visited at the same time with my brothers. We were all able to speak about the times we had with my father, and we were able to mourn over him. So the way that I've always dealt with things, I'm one of those that keeps a lot of it inside. So a lot of what was going on inside of me, I was unable to really share that with my current family and in the relationship that I was in. So, you know, I felt alone, I felt by myself, but I had trouble expressing those feelings with, you know, the woman that I was seeing. And, you know, we'd actually been together off and on for about 10 years. And the worst thing that I did was, I didn't open up. I wasn't vulnerable enough or express my feelings. And in retrospect, when I really wanted her the most, I actually did the opposite and, you know, pushed her away. So that got me into a position where not only did I lose my father, but I lost the woman that I was with. And, you know, we got kids together. I get to see them as often as I want. I don't have any issues with that, but it's just having to deal with that. So it does things to you. And for those of you out there that probably have experienced that, and I've spoken to clients before, and I've talked to them all the time, and I hear a lot of stuff that they've gone through breakups, they've had loss in the families, and they truly, you know, are searching for a way to cope with it. Unfortunately, the worst thing that I hear is how they truly destroy themselves. You know, they eat whatever, they eat out of comfort, you know, or they drink, or unfortunately some of them may even get on drugs. I'm just the opposite. What I like to do when stuff like that happens, I let it sink all in and I focus on myself. The best thing that any of you could ever do is to focus on yourself. It's a time that you should put forth the effort to really start to work on yourself. Try to understand who you are, what it is that you're feeling. If it helps you to talk to somebody, it might. I mean, there's counselors out there that would help. I did just that. I did reach out to a company. I'm going to do a name drop. I just want to kind of thank everybody in this this social group that I actually ran into. But I'm going to go ahead and drop Christian Hudson. If any of you have ever had an opportunity to check out some of his material, he teaches you a lot about how to be a better person. He dives into a lot of other interesting concepts on how to treat women. He does that. He's even trying to help out people who are actually, having trouble meeting women and whatnot. But he has a way that he teaches you a better charisma about yourself and how to really be more vulnerable and get people to understand you by expressing your feelings more. There's just so much I've gathered from that. And if he ever watches this video, I just want to say thank you. But I've actually had an opportunity to learn a little bit more about myself. I've ventured out and done some other things. But today's video, I wanted to do some progress updates today too. But any of you, if you ever get into hard times like that, start focusing on yourself. Really take the opportunity to fix yourself, work on it, be a better person. If you're one of those that have been lazy, you want to be a better person, start focusing on things that you're passionate about. My passion, I think I've done that, and I'm still doing it now. I got the degrees that my parents wanted me to have. I got into the field that I wanted to be in. I'm a health and fitness expert. I've actually now ran clubs. I'm running a fitness club now and wellness center. So what I've done now is I've picked up another skill, and now I'm working on my YouTube channel. I'm really doing my best to build it up. I'm learning every day. I'm learning from people like Nick Neiman. There's a lot of other guys out there that I'm looking at, and I mean these people on YouTube will actually help you immensely if ever you have any kind of niche that you're trying to learn and how to build your channel. Those are the best guys that I could probably point you in the direction and build yourself up. But today I actually just want to help everybody out by telling you that if you focus on yourself, you will improve yourself, and you may learn something about yourself that you didn't know. But enough of that aside. So progress updates, 12 weeks on the program. I have lost 20 pounds. I started at 236.5 pounds. I've just hit the 216.5 pound marker as of yesterday. I'm doing really well in the program now. There's been some adjustments. If you haven't watched some of my videos, do that. Posting a link in the description right here. It will take you to some of the starting principles where I actually started videoing the program about 3 weeks into the program. So check those out. It actually show you even some nutritional counseling that I'll offer, maybe some food suggestions. It'll teach you a little bit more about how to approach your workouts too. I've done some of that. I'm kind of going over to a program that I've been doing too. So just like on all those videos, the progress updates on some of the abdominals that are coming in, I've got some really good results right now. I got a little bit to go. That 216 marker for me has definitely given me a 10 to a 12 pound marker. So basically right about that 205 for me is where I'm just completely shredded. So another adjustment that I did last week was I actually started adding some brisk walking on the treadmill. I always incorporated a active rest day on Saturday, which is generally after leg day, which you will see some of the videos that I showed today. You saw some of my leg exercises, so check those out. I was doing some videos on my walks too. So guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Thank you for everything that you've done so far. If you haven't done so already, like and subscribe. Michael Cherokee out.